You guys, what can I say about this trip I just had to Bali with Reset by Design Wellness? It was amazing. From dealing with the healing aspect and being in community with other women who share similar experiences and also who don't, but seeing the bonds that we created, that was amazing. Just the excursions and all the beautiful things we got to see around Bali and experience, and the accommodations were beautiful. The villa was amazing and we had such a great time. I definitely look forward to going back, hopefully on one of the trips next year, hopefully from Mauritius. But shout out to Ty, Kina, and Bondi. You guys did an amazing job. Ty and Kina with putting the trip together and just making sure that you guys catered to like high expectations. And I love that because I can be a little bit of a bougie travel girl. So I appreciate the level of accommodations and just the types of activities that we did. And Bondi for marketing and putting it out there to your community, because that's how I found it. So thank you, because I'm so thankful that I was able to experience this and hopefully experience more and be part of the sisterhood that came from this, because it seems like it's amazing. And I'm so excited to keep in touch with everyone that I met. You guys have been so great. So can't wait to go back on another trip with Reset by Design Wellness, you guys.
Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Right?
Hey y'all, I'm back. Hold up. I'm back. What's going on, everybody? It's your girl BondyBlue, and God damn it, I'm back for another BondyBlue show. Don't forget, if you're trying to get out the country, if you're trying to go on a trip, if you're trying to be around a real shaft group of women. Yeah, I know. I pulled that one out my old 1993 back pocket, okay? For those of y'all that, think millennials don't remember the things that were done in the 80s and the 90s, girl, we shive out here. We jump shive out here, okay? Maybe that's only a New Orleans colloquialism. Either way, I'm happy everybody's here. Don't forget, sign up. Reset by Design Wellness. We are going to Mauritius next year, and we're going to Tulum. We already got people signing up. So if y'all trying to come through, resetbydesignwellness.com and go ahead and sign up. And another thing I want to say to y'all, y'all not really fucking with me. Like I'm gonna tell y'all not really fucking with me like that. Y'all act like y'all be fucking with me, but y'all don't be subscribing. Y'all don't be liking the videos. Y'all be on TikTok saying shit to me like, oh, I used to watch you. Like, bitch, I'm still here. Why you telling me what you used to do? Okay? You either gonna come and fuck with me or don't. And if you really fuck with me, you'll go to my homepage here on YouTube where you can find all of the content. Okay? Because listen, you cannot rely on YouTube. This is what I do, y'all. When my favorite people that I really like to see, I go to my subscriptions. Okay? This is what you do on YouTube, y'all. You go to your subscriptions, right? And on your phone at the top of your shit, because I'm on my laptop. I mean, I'm on my shit. So it's not it's not the top. But when you go on your phone, the top is where your subscriptions are. If you watch me, I should be up there somewhere. Okay? You click on me, and then you are able to see all of what I have recently put out in case you missed it. Because y'all know YouTube don't like to send y'all the notifications all the time. And so if you fuck with me, I see you. If you fuck with me like y'all say y'all fuck with me, then y'all will be going to my homepage and seeing what y'all missed. Okay. Yesterday I did my Hurricane Katrina story. Listen, it was a lot. I'm still feeling a little heavy about it all, but I also still in general feel heavy around this time of the year anyway, because it's hurricane season. So yeah, you will have the old, I remember the last time, ass feeling, on top of the fact that there might be a new bitch to come up through the Gulf and take the roof off my fucking house again. So it's just, it's just a very stressful time period this time of the year. So I'm trying my best, the LIG it and shit. Shake it off, all of that there. So I got a cute little show for y'all. In order to help me shake it off, bitch, help you shake it off. Okay, that's what we're gonna try to do today. All right. There isn't a lot going on in the blogs. I just want to be honest and real with you guys. Like, it's not a lot. Like, it's just not. But I do, I do have a cute little show. So like the video, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Be in the comments, holla at your girl, whatever you want to do. All right. I appreciate you guys for coming on through. All right. Hope you're having a good day. We're going to start off here with Gladys Knight. Gladys, they say you work too hard, but don't he get up nearly hard enough. They say, girlfriend, listen. I only want to listen. I hate how these people's songs will come around and make more sense than they ever did. Hold up, let me, because I want the correct lyrics when I sing it. Okay, all right, because that's what this story is giving y'all. This story is giving. They say, girlfriend, you go too far. Around the world ain't far enough. 'Cause I only want to show you what you mean to me. Every time I'm reaching out to you, I start to sink. I may be drowning with desire from your sweet, sweet touch. I don't care what people say, 'cause I love you so much. Love overboard, love overboard. So in love with you, love overboard. I'm sorry, y'all. Girl, a different world comes to mind so hard. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry we had to go there. But that's what this story is giving. Okay. I'm not too far off. That's what this story is giving. Neighbors, get into this. Okay. It's a neighborhood talk story. Y'all know how, neighbors, get into this, girl. Hold up. And I want y'all to know when I say girl, I mean people with penises too. Okay? People who don't have penises identify as male. We're going to have a conversation about gender nonconformity and non-binary. We're going to have a conversation about that because I really feel I feel like I could explain it in a way that may make it clear for some people that are not understanding. And also an opportunity just to make the willfully obtuse feel dumb. That's a favorite thing of mine. Anyway, so neighbors, singer Gladys Knight is setting the record straight after her son, Shanga Hankerson, raised concerns about her well-being and accused her husband, William McDowell. Is this the husband that's standing next to her? William McDowell, of mental and financial abuse. Okay, listen, y'all know I don't trust any man that's coloring his hair. I don't, girl. It's just something. I'm sorry. Point me out a man that's coloring his hair that's not suspect in any shape, way, or form. Show him to me. Show him to me. Okay? Because I don't feel like you can really point one out to me and be accurate in your assumption that there ain't nothing wrong with him. Okay? Yes, this is William McDowell. Okay, I was just trying to make sure that that's the husband right there. All right, yeah. So Hankerson recently revealed that he filed a complaint with authorities in Buncombe County, North Carolina, alleging that McDowell had mistreated Knight. His concerns were regarding why the 81-year-old singer continues to work, questioning whether she's being pressured to perform despite her age. Why is she working? Why is she in this situation where she's being made to believe that she has to work like this? That's really my issue with it. Listen, let me tell y'all. come close. Let me tell you. When I tell y'all, I've been thinking about this ever since I can't remember what time it was. Y'all charge it to my my head and not my heart. But there was a recent performance that she had that I was just like, why is Gladys still? It seemed like Gladys don't know the words. Why is Gladys still performing? Child, is Aaliyah a Hankerson? Who else is a Hankerson? I know that last name sound familiar. Despite his claims, Knight reassured fans that she is in good health and spirits. Speaking to Fox News Digital, the singer said, "I'm sorry that my health and performances may have misrepresented. I want my fans and those concerned to rest assured I am doing very well for someone who has been on stage for 3/4 of a century. Hard to believe, right?" Knight added, "I'm healthy and happy and visiting friends and family these last few months. I'm excited to get back on the road with my sisters and on stage with the Queens tour." Let me tell y'all something. Okay? Yes, that's what I thought. Hankerson or not me. Yeah, but also apparently Gladys Knight. Listen, okay. Because I was about to say it's not her son. It's the daddy that wasn't trustworthy. So you can't really put that on the son. Especially because I'm looking at this man, and to be honest with you, you look just like Kendu, nigga. You just look like, to me, y'all, I don't know this man. I could be 100% wrong. But when I tell y'all, I could absolutely believe that this man would be spending that lady money every which way but loose. Spending all that lady money. And then having her have to get up there on stage and work, like, to make up for the money that he might be spending. Okay? So I'm going to tell y'all right now. And I don't care how long they've been together, because I don't trust. Listen, I don't trust, especially not men that get with women with money. Like, I don't trust. I'm so sorry. I don't. He looked like one of them pastors that you can't trust. Like, he just look untrustworthy, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm looking at pictures of this man. There is an age gap, but it's not that much of an age gap. Let's see what they saying. But I'm telling you right now, his hair choices alone are enough for me to believe he's a scammer. He's a shyster. He's somebody you can't trust. His hairstyle alone. Listen to me, people. I'm not telling you lies. Older men that go through extreme efforts to keep a certain hair color, yes, but also to keep texturizing it so it will curl up on the end. Listen to me. This man is not to be trusted, okay? I don't care that they've been married since 2010. I don't care. I've been with my husband since 2010. We ain't been married since 2010, but we've been together since 2010. What the fuck that mean? That don't mean nothing. Okay? Y'all saying, because they old, so that make it seem like, they've been together so long. They've been together since 2001. So they've been together for 24 years, look like. Okay? William McDowell, they've been married for 2 decades. The Midnight Train to Georgia singer Wed McDowell in 2001. And I don't even trust, is that his real name? Okay? Because why do I feel like McDowell, like, you know what I'm saying? Lisa and them daddy. Something feels amiss. My fucking spidey senses is tingling and shit. Okay? Like, I don't know what's going on, but there's a lot of things about this man I'm not trusting. The Midnight Train to Georgia singer Wed McDowell in 2001 in a private ceremony in California. Since then, the couple have supported each other at various events, celebrated anniversaries, and spoken about how they've made their marriage work. You have to always know that the Lord is going to make a way. First red flag. First red flag right there. The Lord gonna make a way. Listen to me. It's not that I don't believe that the Lord will make a way. But when I ask you how you make your marriage work, and that's your response, is given you don't have a real response. So you say something like that. That's what that tells me. I'm going to continue to read. When asked the secret to their marriage, we put him first. If you've got a problem and don't know how to do something, you have to look up. That's how we get through. I need y'all to talk to me in real life. Whenever in the history of niggerdom have you been in an argument with your man and y'all could not come to an impasse and you stopped and you looked up and you said, Lord, help us. And then immediately all things were righted. Everything was okay. Let me tell you something. The only time I ever seen a prayer work that immediate is when y'all tell God to remove motherfuckers from y'all life that don't need to be there. That's the time that God come real fast for y'all. Okay? Listen. God comes through real fast when you ask him to remove a motherfucker that shouldn't be there. Because a lot of times I feel like God be like, bitch, I've been telling you the nigga ain't there. You ain't listening. How much more I need to do? Oh, let me get him put in the jail. Let me have a federale hood come and arrest this nigga. Because you're not listening to all the emotional telltale signs I'm telling you. Oh, Lord, this giving that lady just want a man. And so she with a man that she can't trust. Oh, Lord, McDowell. I'm telling y'all, I don't care what nobody say. Telling me the way that you got through a hard time in your marriage by telling me that God did it without no real practicality behind that tells me that y'all haven't done anything about it. Y'all still in the same shit y'all was always in, and you just okay with it. Not really, but you're not gonna leave. That's all that mean to me. That don't mean y'all did no real work. Okay? That don't mean no real work was done. I'm sorry. He's 48. He's not 48 now. Who said that? I think he's in his 70s. Anyway, you have to always know that the Lord is gonna make a way. Knight told Closer in November 2022. McDowell is a former consultant who has collaborated with Knight on her music and supported her career on the road. Prior to McDowell, Knight was married, so his job is to help you while you work. Another red flag, bitch. Another red flag. I don't know. This might be a sermon. Who needs it? Who needs to hear it? Stop letting these men play with y'all because y'all want a man so bad. Stop telling everybody that the reason why you still with somebody that's mistreating you is because God told you to do it. Stop lying. Stop lying. Say I don't care about how he mistreat me, so I ain't going nowhere. Don't say God made a way. God ain't make no fucking way for that. If it need to be a sermon for you, let it be. Let it move you. Let it touch you. Okay? But before him, Knight was married to James Jimmy Newman. Sounds like somebody that swindles people. Sound like somebody that will steal out your purse after they finish fucking you. Barry Hankerson, we already know what that is. You'll sell your own family up the river. And Les Brown. Les Brown sound like somebody that we may know. Let's see. Girl, do we know who Les Brown is? Yes, we do know who Les Brown is. Yes, we do. He look like he talk a lot. Look like he talk a lot and may also smell like feet. Y'all know men that look like they smell like feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Motivational speaker, Ohio House of Representatives. Okay, politician. He's a political person. He's a Democrat. Uh-huh. Yeah. It's giving ho. Yeah, politician, slick hair, suits, church, smell like feet. Yes. All right. So yeah, she don't have a good track record as it is, and now she getting old. Yeah. That man probably absolutely is pushing Gladys' old ass out onto the stage. You know what I'm saying? Go on. It's 1967. Gladys, go do it. I'm sorry, y'all. That's not funny. It's not funny. Oh my God, that's not funny. But that's how I feel. That is absolutely how I feel. Like you running through that lady money. You're running through that lady money. And then you're pushing her out there on stage, telling her what year it is. She don't know. It's terrible. This is terrible. Yeah, y'all. I'm sorry. There's nothing about this man that makes me trust him. This hair is just so dark. Oh my God. What? McDowell was raised outside of Asheville, North Carolina, in a town called Canton, according to the Asheville Citizen Times. He later worked as a corporate consultant. What the fuck is a corporate consultant? What corporation did you work for? Because I don't like all this consulting shit. That sounds like scammery. Okay? Right, knowing he got a good insurance policy on that lady. Let me tell y'all something. Women. I'm not even going to be really mad about this situation, though, for real. Because I feel like you got with that man probably knowing that you was going to be a sugar mama. And I just don't like the fact that why can't male sugar babies be like women sugar babies? You don't never see no woman sugar baby trying to make her sugar daddy work. She just rolls him around in his wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it when men are the sugar babies, they got to misappropriate funds, they got to deplete your pockets? Why the lady got to be 80, 89 years old, still singing and performing? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's given she doing all of this because you probably running through that money. You probably running through the money that she did have. Probably spending it on having sex with people that you couldn't afford to have sex with before. I don't know, but it is given that it's either some young girls, some young men, or both coming up and around Gladys' house when she on the road or she didn't went to sleep. Having them people come in that lady house. Where's Gladys? Oh, she upstairs asleep. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not taking this seriously, but that's how I felt about this story. I was just like, listen, her son may not be trustworthy because of who his pa is, but this nigga is not trustworthy because of everything I'm looking at right here. On top of the fact that you have a career as a consultant. Consultants did shit in order to, like, I need you to tell me that you did something first in order for you to come out here and want to consult. Doesn't it remind you? I gotta go back and rewatch that. I don't. What happened on that episode? You gotta remind me because I forgot. I don't know why my mind went straight to the Mary J. Blige, Isley Brothers episode. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why my mind went straight there. I don't know. Jamie Foxx was like one of them shows that I watched, but you know, I could take it or leave it sometimes. You know, sometimes the jokes were like not, it wasn't hitting. Like after coming off Martin, Jamie Foxx felt like, like Jamie Foxx show would be really good when Jamie was in his music bag. Outside of that, sometimes the jokes and the impressions and shit felt copied and pasted in a way. If it's just me, I don't know. It's probably just me, child. But we praying for Gladys. We are praying for Gladys. Speaking of other old people, Wendy's out here, girl. What did Wendy say?
How are you tonight, and what brings you out?
Coming out to eat. It's dinner time.
And how? Any reactions to the your medical report that does?
Child, when I tell y'all see me now. Y'all see me now. When I tell y'all, anytime y'all would catch me out on the street, y'all would never see my motherfucking eyes. If I was Wendy Williams, Wendy, the fact that you're not walking around with sunglasses on all the time is a problem for me. People are not looking out for you, Wendy. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes you can tell that whatever's happening in her mind, you can see it in her eyes, which is why it would behoove her not to show her eyes to everybody.
Hold up the...
I also believe spiritually. That's another reason why people, oh, Bondy, what? Because I don't need everybody to be looking in my eyes. Recently, I realized how much people, how much you get from being able to look in somebody's eyes. and you're not always deserving of being able to look in my eyes. That's how I feel.
Dementia?
Yeah, I think she is still
Diagnosis?
battling Graves.
No, and my attorneys are highly upset.
They are?
Yes, my attorneys are highly upset.
Okay, good.
Diamond, yeah.
And what about the, do you have anything you want to say to your concern?
Yeah, I'm going to tell y'all something. We're not even about to go through all of this. I don't care what nobody's talking about. Wendy's not okay. Wendy's not okay. Wendy, she's just not okay, y'all. And I know she has thyroid, but that's not really what I'm talking about. I know it makes your eyes bulge, but that's not really what I mean. And I know that one of my cousins had that, had thyroid, and it made her eyes get bigger over the years. I also feel like, who was that? TC Carlson had something that happened to his eyes like that, but that's not what I mean. I know what you mean. That's not it though. It's the way when you look at her eyes, you could tell that she is searching for words. Like you could tell she's like, I'm expressing myself, but there's a lot going on in my mind for me to straighten out what you're saying to me so that I can respond to you in a way that's clear. I can see her having that fight in her mind while she's talking to people. And I think it's because, the memory and the thoughts, everything is not like, yes, you can see her processing. Yes. And it's because her processing is slower now, which is why I feel like, girl, cover your fucking eyes. So, people can't see, because whenever you get up here and they put the camera that close to your face and your eyes is moving all around and you're trying to process what's being said to you, we could tell how hard you're working to be okay in that moment. That's really what I mean. You know what I'm saying? I don't, and I just feel like it makes me feel like it's not safe for her when she does that. Girl, put some fucking shades on. Take a page out of these niggas' books. Okay? Take a page out of these niggas' books, okay? Because men will do this all the time. Men do this all the time. They walk around with their eyes completely covered. And and women don't know that they're covering their eyes because they're hiding something. And it's also like an insecurity thing, right? It is what it is. Yeah, like I would get polarized shades at that, something like that you can't even see through. But yeah, like because I feel like what they're trying to show us is that Wendy is not as bad as everybody's trying to make her out to seem. The truth of the matter is, I don't give a fuck how bad Wendy is. Y'all shouldn't have control of her. Her family should. Her son, her niece, the people that love her should be in charge of her estate and taking care of her. I don't like that y'all took control of that lady's life like that. And so I do want her to be able to project the image where she looks like she's okay so that they will give her shit back. And just standing outright so close to her like that, no. Where's her sunglasses? Where's her sunglasses? I know Wendy always loved a hard wig and a soft life, so I'm not going to say anything about that. But speaking of hard wigs and soft life, I wish Wendy the best. And I'm glad that her son is standing next to her and that he seems to, excuse me, that he seems to be standing beside her and supporting her, because it's just really terrible.
You here.
Girl, what?
You're in New York, but they say that you're flying back tomorrow.
No, on Wednesday.
Okay. Well, let me ask you something. Can you extend it until? All right. Put it this way. I won't even ask you that. Listen, I have the dates, and if you're going to write this down.
Yeah, and I'll come back up here personally just to see you, Wendy. I promise. Or I can extend my dates. I can stay. If you want me to stay till Friday, I'll do that. If I can see you on Friday, I won't leave.
Oh my God.
Yes, I'll stay till Friday and I'll leave Saturday. I'll call my manager right now to change everything.
Okay, now here's the deal, right? And I've had a bodyguard, most of my life. I had it for the 14 years I was doing my show. Like I always have a bodyguard when I'm going out to eat, depending on the restaurant and who I'm with. Like not always, but and now all the time, because somewhere out there's somebody who wants to kill you. You know,
Yeah, I already know that. You know how I move, Wendy. Trust me.
Please.
So,
Please. You know,
yeah, we're going to have all of that orchestrated. We'll be safe. It'll be safe. We'll be somewhere secluded. Nobody will know or anything.
No. Listen to me. I can't leave this building unless I have my bodyguard. But listen. Need you.
Okay. There are people in the comments saying that Wendy sounds coherent. You don't know what coherent Wendy sounds like if you think that that's coherent Wendy. She's recording it because she's a clout chaser. I don't think people are really seeing Tia Kemp clearly because y'all enjoy her ignorant antics and shit. But please see Rick Ross's baby mama clearly. Please see Rick Ross's baby mama clearly. Like, and what I mean by that is I don't feel like Tia Kemp is a safe person. Like, I just don't. I think that she's a person that knows how to play the game. I think she knows how to play the game. And I think she's a cloud chaser. And I think she gets a kick out of being important. And that's great for her. Okay? That's great for her. I think it's fantastic that a Black woman can be on the internet being just whatever stereotype y'all want to of a Black woman and living her best life and getting money while doing it. I do enjoy that, because I always feel like, you know, y'all let white people steal from us all the time. Y'all let white people make money doing ignorant shit. Everybody can sustain themselves by being an ignorant version of themselves, you know, but Black people. We the only ones that got to stay being above, you know, reproach about every goddamn thing. So no, there's a part of me that always, you know, wants the people to be able to make it, child. But then there's also a part of me that feels like they should have never gave you niggas cell phones. Right? So I'm caught in between those two spaces most of the time. I enjoy watching Yanti curse people out. You know what I'm saying? It's very fun. But ultimately, would I ever trust that lady with anything? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I wouldn't trust a plug that lady sent to me. Like, I wouldn't, like, not a goddamn thing. Okay. I'm so very, very sorry. And that's just because you have got to start to see how people move. It's not always about a judgment. It's just you got to see how they move and see who they are. Wendy is not good. Wendy talking about security and repeating herself over and over and over again is a sign that she's trying to figure out what she wants to say, but she can't get it out exactly. So she's repeating herself. Wendy is not okay. I also don't like that Wendy can't leave that fucking building when she feels like it. I don't like that either. That makes me feel so uncomfortable. That's weird, y'all. Tia Kemp and Wendy Williams getting together seems like nothing but exploitation of the disabled. That's what it feels like to me. Moving on to a hard wig, soft life story. Here
well, a lot of people have been wondering about my new fitness journey and what I've been doing. And I've been really open about me being on GLP-1s. And I thought it was really important just to come out and say it. So I'm on a GLP-1 through Ro.co. And for me, it was really just about taking away that stigma of like, is it a lazy way? Is it a shortcut? Like, why would you do that? And so for me, like after having my first kid with Olympia, and then, you know, in particular, after having the second kid, I was never able to be at a healthy weight that I could be at, whether it was my joints or blood sugar levels. It was just always something that I suffered with. And a lot of women actually go through this. And I always said that I feel like, for me personally, I feel like, you know what, after I had my kids, after I got a tad bit older, like my body was actually missing something. No matter what I did, I literally was playing professional tennis. And you can even see, like, sometimes I had this really awesome documentary a few years ago, and you can see in the documentary, my coach is telling me, you have to lose weight. You have to lose weight. I'm playing professional tennis. I'm literally training 5 hours a day, and I would always work my way to one point of the scale, and it would never go below that. And so for me, eventually when GLP-1s came out, I was like, no way, no how, that's not for me. Don't sign me up. But then, you know, I looked at it as a sport, you know, like as an opponent. Okay. Like, I can't beat this opponent. No matter what I do, I have to try something different. Tried something different. It didn't work. And so eventually I just, you know, I saw my friends using it. I saw a lot of people on it, and I tried it, and it actually worked. Well, a lot of people,
okay. So I'm going to just say this. I don't care what y'all do with y'all bodies. That's y'all business. If you want to take pills to lose weight, bitch, take pills to lose weight. Serena Williams is an athlete. And I will never assume that I know more about her body than she knows about her body. Okay. However, when she played tennis and people were always telling her that she needed to lose weight, I do wonder, is that real? Or is that from the standpoint of how white people think our bodies should be? Because, our entire medical system is based off of the study of white people's bodies, meaning that other ethnicities of people, i.e. Black people, our base level and how our bodies perform are not the same as how their bodies perform. They're missing melanin. So there's an aspect of them being smaller, them being more frail. Like there's an aspect of that I feel like they have now attributed to something positive. Like the lighter and skinnier you are, the better you are. When the truth of the matter is, if you're really looking at it, that's unhealthy as fuck. Serena being a thick, muscle-bodied Black woman with big legs, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like there was nothing wrong with her body. And I feel like you are being told that something was wrong with your body because you are a Black woman playing a sport predominantly played by white people. And they are comparing you to the white people that they think are the standard. When the truth of the matter is, we are not the same, and Black women's bodies should not be held to the same standard as white people. We're not the same. Y'all should be held to y'all own standard. We should be held to our own standard. And so I do feel like some of what she's talking about feels like that. Not that you are just so big, because let's look at, hold up. Like all muscle when she was younger. You had babies, you got older. You are still very muscular. Look. But, I guess something is wrong with that type of body when you get older, I guess. So now we're this. And I think that that's great for her. I think that that's great for her. I think that Serena Williams should look however she wants to look and do whatever she wants to do with her body. But what I will say is that she looks good either way. But do you want to look this way because you want to look like yourself? Because it's healthier, because it's easier on your joints if you're smaller? Is that it? Or are you trying to fit into a Eurocentric body frame because of the world you live in now? And I don't even think that her husband, being a white man, I don't think he's the one that will tell her you need to be different. I think she will be around him, his family, his friends. She will be at the schools that her kids go to. She will be around predominantly white people because of who she is. She will then subconsciously start to compare herself to those people and want to look like the people that she's around. That's what I think is happening, more so than what she said about, oh, my joints, all of this stuff. But I don't know that lady body, and she know her body better than me. So I'm just going to say the hard wig, soft life, the white man, you used to look way, your aesthetic used to be Black. We all know that. Your aesthetic used to be Black. The hair is done to a T. The body is T. We showing the ass. We want to be thick. You know what I'm saying? Like your makeup is not making you much lighter. Your hair is not making you much lighter. Even though I feel like I hate the fact that we reference her aesthetic at that time to the fact that she was dating disrespectful niggas. Because that's what I think was happening. At the time that she was in her more Black aesthetic phase, it was because that was the type of men that she was seeking out. once Common and Drake and everybody disrespected the fuck out of Serena Williams and she found love in a white man, then it became about trying to suit the aesthetic I believe she thinks he would like. And it just makes me wonder sometimes what's happening inside of her mind about the way she sees herself. We are too critical of her body. If her hair doesn't have laid edges or something, she gets dragged by the community, especially other Black women. Yes, I do think we do the most in our community. We are too critical. But I also feel like my critique is more so coming from, I just want you to make sure that you loving yourself in the process of all of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm at with it. I want to make sure you love yourself in the process of all of this. I'm not mad at you for none of the decisions that you're making. I just want to make sure that you are not doing these things so that you could fit into a mold for a man. That's where my mind is going with this. I don't care. No, I know, Hannah. I know you don't mean me, but I'm just like differentiating, because I don't want it to seem like that. Because I don't care. Like, whatever soft life Black women attain, whether that's through a white man, a Black man, a woman, a dog, themselves, I don't give a shit. Whatever makes you feel great, that's what I want for you. I just don't want you to be doing it for another person or to fit into the mold of what I think white people want us to fit into. This constant, hey Diva, this constant, assimilating. Constantly assimilating. Like, I know that we feel like that's what we should be doing. And I think that it's everybody's choice what their aesthetic should be, because we all change our aesthetic at different parts of our lives. But I really, really just don't like for Black women to adopt the mentality of, because we grew up in this country with this very specific experience, that we always have to be trying to change ourselves into something that is more reminiscent of what would be acceptable for white people. A Black woman that's palatable for white people. A Black woman that's palatable for ignorant niggas. Like, I want us to be who we are and let these niggas fit in where they get in. That's what I want for us. I want you to be you as a woman and experience that however you feel like experiencing it, and let these niggas get in where they fit in, versus trying to cater your aesthetic or cater how you express your body and how you express your personality through your image. I don't like when y'all do that for other people. I get it. We all do it, but I want us to move away from that, especially as we get older. Because especially for her, you got a little girl, you need to teach her to love who she is and not try to change that for, whoever. Figure it out for yourself. Let everybody else move around how you decide to, perform yourself, perform your gender, perform your, all of the things. And speaking of performing gender, we got to have this conversation, y'all, because Black people, look at y'all. Thank God. Kudos to this dad for standing up for his son's actual rights. Go to court and fight for your kids. The idea women always win in court is not true. Protect this man at all costs. Black people, I'm sorry, especially a lot of y'all in these comments. I can't fucking stand y'all. I cannot fucking stand y'all. I'm gonna let this rock.
After a long legal battle against California's progressive court system, a father is fighting for full custody of his 4-year-old son after the mother wanted to raise the boy as non-binary, and he has finally prevailed.
That father, Harrison Tinsley, joins us now. Harrison.
First of all, I don't know the mama, and I don't know what the mama's motives are. Okay? But look at this man. I don't care what y'all talking about. You can't judge it, but look at this fucking man. Look at this man. Again with the hair. Everybody keep acting like hair don't have nothing to do with. Look at this man's hair. Do y'all really think that he's gonna be the healthiest option for the child? I'm sorry. Let's continue.
I think congratulations probably don't even begin to express how you feel. How do you feel now having back in your care your son?
It feels like a miracle. I'm so thankful and grateful to all the people that have helped me. But this feeling I have, it gives me this deep desire to help save more kids. I think that there's this virus infecting society and that there's so many kids that need our protection right now. And this is the moment where in history where the tides are turning, we have the momentum, the high ground, and we need to fight for children and for what the truth actually is, that there's boys and girls.
So that's it. That's all he really has to say, as far as I'm concerned. Let me explain something to y'all about what gender is. Please do not misunderstand me. I do not feel like children should be forced to do anything. But when somebody says they are raising their child non-binary, it sounds like what they're doing is allowing their child to decide how they want to show up. That is not a sex thing. That means one day, if little Johnny wants to wear a glittered shirt, mommy's not going to stop little Johnny from wearing a glittered shirt. Tomorrow, if little Johnny wants to wear his football gear, he wants to go play outside and get in the mud, he can do that. If he then wants to play, he wants to dance in ballet, I'm going to let him dance in fucking ballet. You know why? Because baseball players and ballet dancers have the same body type. Okay? I'm just saying. My point is, I know everybody thinks that when we say non-binary, this is the gateway to gayness. I want y'all to know if your kids are gay, they're going to be fucking gay anyway. But to me, I don't, because the way they're making it seem, the way he talked about it like, oh, she wants our son to be gay. Or could she be like, I'm not going to knock a doll out of my son's hands so he doesn't be gay when he grows up. I'm not going to tell him that he can't wear a pink shirt or whatever the fuck. I'm not going to bombard him with, you're a boy, you have to do this. Because that's what y'all really be doing. And when people talk about being non-binary, what they're saying is, I'm going to let my kid figure it out on their own. Meaning, I'm not going to paint their room blue because they're a boy. I'm not going to paint their room pink because they're a girl. I'm going to pick a fucking neutral color and let them decide what color they liked. I would need to see what the mom that was fighting, I would actually have to see what the mom was talking about, because I do feel like we have to watch our kids with people no matter what, because people do be into weird shit. But ultimately, I feel like this is a right-wing, ultra MAGA supporting type dude that's barely thinking for himself, that thinks letting boys play with dolls and girls playing with trucks is going to end our society. And I need for y'all to be so fucking for real. Because when children actually grow up and become adults, they're going to do what the fuck they want to do anyway. And there's no amount of making them stay in the binary that's going to help that. People are going to be who they're going to be. So when y'all decide that you're going to beat your little boy into submission into being what you want him to be, not only will he grow up and be violent, but he'll be violent and gay. Y'all not stopping these kids from doing anything. So the best way, I think, is to cater to your child, talk to your child. And I know that a lot of people are protective of their children, because if they allow their children to act outside of the binary, other people will mistreat their children. Other people will hurt their children and all of this type of shit. So I get all of the vibes and all of the feelings that go along with people being so against this. But these people in the comments thinking that this man did some good thing because he took this child away from the mother because the mother wanted them to be non-binary, which literally means you decide how you want to perform your sexuality or your gender identity. It's your choice. Non-binary is not gay, y'all. That doesn't mean gay. It's not a gateway drug. It means I'm not going to force gender roles on a fucking 4-year-old. To me, it sounds like the daddy wants to force gender roles on a 4-year-old. And a lot of the black people in the comments, I know y'all, and y'all are, I don't want my son doing anything feminine because then he'll be gay. And I want y'all to know, niggas be gay anyway. They be masculine and be gay. They be feminine and be gay. People are going to be gay. And some of them are going to be bisexual. And some of them are going to like boys for a small amount of time and then eventually end up with a girl, or like girls for a little bit of time and then end up with a boy. You know why? Because such is life. Because such is fucking life. Like the gender roles thing, y'all need to really like calm all the way the fuck down with that shit. These are kids. He's 4. He's 4, which means that if he wants to pick out the pretty sparkly thing today to put on, why not? He's fucking 4. Why does he have to make a starch decision that I am a man, I am a boy, Damon? He's 4. He's 4. And colors and niggas grow up and wear sparkles on stage every day, B. I just saw Scrappy in one of the most glittery, bedazzled fucking t-shirts I've ever seen in my life. But if a little boy wants to put on the glittery, bedazzled anything, y'all losing y'all fucking mind? Y'all have to really think about how the things you're worried about, how that's going to actually age as they get older. If I'm so worried about them wearing pink when they're a kid, does that mean by the time they get 30, they not gonna wear pink? Like, that's why you have to stop losing your shit over these little things that y'all feel like are kids not being in a gender that you want them to be in. Because when we actually grow up and become adults, we wear whatever fucking color we want. And then y'all say shit like, you could do it when you get out of my house, but not when you in my house. Why? Why are you not creating the safe space for your kid to be who they are? Why do you think it's your job to not create the safe space for them to do what they want? As a parent, why? Why do you want to create a less safe space for your kid just so that they don't be gay? I love y'all, and I'm going to hold y'all hand when I tell y'all this. Y'all need to get off them kids' genitals. Get off of the children's fucking genitals. Gender is a social construct. Clothing is just clothing. Colors are just colors. I'm sorry, y'all. People are going to be able to do whatever the fuck they want to do when they get older anyway. Stop traumatizing your fucking kids over this shit, man. This little ass shit. Traumatizing y'all fucking kids because you don't want them to wear a certain garment of clothing, as if when they become an adult, they won't be able to wear whatever garment of clothing they want to wear anyway. Even if you beat them down for it as a 6-year-old, if little Johnny wants to wear a fucking skirt, when little Johnny turns 18, he gonna stand there with a bloody face and do it. Y'all need to decide what type of parents y'all trying to be. Y'all want to be MAGA parents? Because I know some of these black people in these comments. I know some of y'all. We stand with the dad. Sure you do. Because all of that homophobia is all that matters to y'all. And I think that's really, really weird. How y'all will like, oh, we stand with you. Really listening to this nigga and you think he the safest option for the kid just because the mama said, I don't want to force the child to live in a binary at 4?
I love these pictures of Sawyer. He looks like a fine young man, but it's kind of hard to wrap your head around it. He's 4 years old. Do you get any sense that he's aware of what he's kind of been?
He's not a young man. He's not a young man. He's a fucking baby. He's a toddler, my nigga. He's a toddler. He's 4. That's not a young man. And that's another thing. Stop projecting the adultification onto these children.
In the middle of?
You know, it started since right around when he was 2 or a little bit before that. His mom trying to call him they, put him in some girly clothes. He always has adamantly fought against it. He'll yell at you if you even call him girly. He knows he's a boy.
I wonder, is that the case, or do you do that?
He loves being a little boy. He loves, fireworks and biking and hockey and football. And it's just
biking and hockey and football. He's fucking 4. Again, he's 4. To me, you are projecting what you want him to be. And the mom is like, I'm just going to let him figure it out. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't know, because we don't have the other lady's point of view with this. But to be honest, I would love to see how this son is going to be once he gets older.
so ridiculous that anyone would put any sort of ideology in a kid's brain. Like, they don't care about that. They just,
y'all pushing on he's a young man, and young men like this and that. That is an ideology. That's not a natural occurrence. That's not a natural occurrence. They didn't have fucking bikes and football, and in the caveman times when y'all think all of this masculinity was created. They didn't have any of those things that y'all have now attributed to what masculinity looks like.
want to, play with their parents, their friends, have fun, learn about life. This is insane, and it's sickening that people would even push this sort of thing onto a child.
And y'all so happy because what? Because what? Because he's not with the mom now? Because the mom thought he should be they, them, and decide which life he wants to live or how he wants to live his life? I don't know the mom. The mom could be 100% crazy. But he don't sound right in the head to me either. I'm sorry. And the people that go along with this because y'all just want to make sure these kids keep picking the color blue when they're a boy and keep picking trucks and buildings and not baby dolls, and you wondering why they don't know how to raise no fucking children. Girl, bye. I'm all right. I'm all right. But I do think there are a lot of Black mothers in these comments. Look. So many Black mothers in these comments that it seems as if the only thing y'all think y'all have to worry about is if y'all son is gay or not. I don't know what it is, y'all, but there is a stereotype of Black woman that will emotionally abuse her kids. She will bring any ain't shit man around her kids. She will cause them a lot of trauma. But then the only thing where she completely taps in is to make sure they don't come out gay. And I think that's crazy. I think that y'all don't care if y'all kids are sociopaths. Y'all don't care if they're abusive. Y'all don't care if they become killers or drug dealers. You don't care. They better not be gay. That's all y'all care about. And the truth of the matter is, y'all breed these overly masculine, hyper masculine, emotionally inept young men that really weren't raised for real. They were just taught to be masculine. Just be masculine. Just be aggressive. Just be like all the rest of the niggas so that nobody thinks you're weak and picks on you. Like that's all a lot of you mamas really be worried about when it comes to your boy children. And I think that's really sad because you're cutting off a whole part of them that they need to learn how to experience in order to become a full adult human being. And it has nothing to do with sexuality. It's merely just about expression. And stop cutting them off at the knees for everything because you're so hyper fixated on whether your child is going to turn out gay or not. Y'all are more worried about that than anybody really should be, in my opinion. Parents today, y'all are way too worried about whether y'all kids are going to be gay because the truth of the matter is once they become adults, whatever the fuck they decide to do, you will not be able to dictate it. So this need to control these very small things that don't mean anything for real. Fucking 4-year-old doesn't know that a color is attached to being gay. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Oh my God. Let's move on. Okay. And then y'all wonder why y'all see, listen, this is all the type of shit that parents got to deal with. I love y'all, but this is why a lot of us are okay with not being parents because what the fuck?
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. You can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. We've got millions of free child place holidays available with 22.
So here's the thing. This is the second video. School year just started. This is the second video that I have seen of somebody's child. Because I'm not going to pretend to know what type of child this is. But somebody's child threatening or hitting somebody. I saw somebody's child smack a teacher all in their face. And this lady stood up like, no, if that's what you want to do it, son. Do it. Run that. You know why? Because the violence is ridiculous. And I'm going to tell y'all another thing. The reason why these children are ready to fight like this is because of whatever y'all raggedy hoes is not doing at home. I'm just saying, y'all. I love y'all for real. But see, this is a result of hypermasculinity being pushed in the Black community. Y'all don't know how to talk. Y'all don't know how to talk about your feelings. That's gay. We don't talk about our feelings. We're men. We don't talk about feelings and shit. We just act crazy. Yeah, this is a girl. That's what I thought. I thought I saw titties. But I couldn't tell. But the other one I saw was a dude. That's why I said people's children. And also because it doesn't matter whether it's a girl or a boy. In the Black community, to be soft is a negative. It don't matter whether you a girl or a boy. You're being taught not to cry. You're being taught to suck it up. You're being taught that having emotions is you're too sensitive. Like, these teachers deserve way more money than they get because y'all are literally at home abusing the piss out of y'all children, talking to them crazy, traumatizing them, making them feel bad about themselves, not letting them be gay. Like, y'all just doing a lot of shit. Cause some tell me this little girl is one of them little gay girls and they mama be talking to them crazy at home. You know, your mama get mad at you and now all of a sudden she calling you a dyke. Just 2 minutes ago, she was your baby and you love her and all of that. And then she do something you don't like and now you're calling her a butch and a dyke and every fucked up lesbian name you learned in the early 90s, girl. And now she coming to school trying to fight the white lady because she tired of people disrespecting her and feeling played. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. That may not be the story, but that's what it feel like. It feel like these kids be at home being bullied by parents and other family members, and then they come to school and they want to get that off and want to promote like a different type of energy. Just like I felt when I got bullied so much at home that when I got to school, I didn't want to be a bully, but I damn sure wasn't going to let you bully me. And then you become very sensitive, like disrespect. You know what I'm saying? What? You trying to disrespect me, bitch? Hold up. Don't even try to play me like that, white lady. You know what I'm saying? Not bull dagger. No, because ignorant Black mamas will call you a bull dagger. What, you trying to be a bull dagger? Y'all, this the rest of it. I do love the kids.
Straight up, go home and lay down if that's what you want to do. Is nothing all day.
She get with it. She get with you. The white lady is getting with you.
Second period, tell her, come through.
Oh, let me tell you something. The people the people that actually be the teachers, I think they have to be thugs like this. I think these teachers have got to be thugs. And I think my heart goes out to the teachers. Okay. I know a lot of teachers and I love y'all for real. I know how much y'all put into helping these kids, and I know how much these kids and their fucking parents stress y'all the fuck out. I know how y'all not getting paid good enough for that job. Like, people really do not deserve y'all. People do not deserve these teachers. The way this lady adopted the vernacular, I ain't gonna lie, I love that for her. Cause who you talking to? Like,
mind you, it's 9 o'clock.
She owns that.
Mind you,
This thing pull up.
mind y'all, it's 9:03. It's morning just started.
Straight up, go home and lay down if that's what you want to do. Is nothing all day.
Go home. Go home, Roger. I can't go home. If I go home, I'm going to get beat up. I can't go home. The teachers be tired of y'all. The teachers be fucking tired of y'all. I ain't gonna show y'all the video where the dude walks up to the white look like a trans woman teacher and just pop. And I was just like, and I want you to go to jail. I want you to go to jail. You know why? Because I'm tired of y'all teaching y'all children that they could just put their hands on any and everybody just because y'all don't know how to control y'all selves. And y'all in y'all actual households, anytime somebody get mad or get upset, you putting your hands on them and you wonder why the kids is going to school trying to fight the fucking teachers. She don't care. She like, get out of my class. Get out of my class. Why you poking your chin out? I'm not threatening to hit you. You threatening to hit me. Like this white teacher obviously played sports or had an abusive parent. One or the other. Hit me then. Hit me. Like, why you walking up to me with your chin up? You threatening to hit me. Hit me. My God, today. But yeah, this is pretty dark skin _ on TikTok, child. Speaking of TikTok, let's move on from here. We'll come back to Instagram in a minute. Let's move on to the TikTok. And while we're talking about crazy women, y'all know we was just talking about Tommy Lee. And I told y'all about these evil demon people that love to tout religion. And I don't know why, because it's very creepy and weird. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. The Krishan Rocks of the world, people like Tommy Lee, like people that walk around in their everyday life fighting people, disrespecting people. They don't give a fuck about nothing but themselves. Instant gratification. Low key didn't pass the 3rd grade. They got a lot of shit with them that makes them feel like somebody that's so thoroughly abused that you don't have a good barometer of what good and evil even is. So when you decide to go and pick up a Bible, I only see you using it as a shield and a weapon. People that don't have any real empathy pick up the Bible to use it as a shield and as a weapon. People like Tommy and Krishan and them, you know, even the Tokyo Tonys of the world, people that are just extremely out of pocket in regular everyday life, and they will pick up a Bible to beat over somebody's head with it. These are crazy people. I liken them to, do y'all remember if y'all ever seen Carrie or movies like Carrie, where there's like an overly religious parent and the parent is really abusive? This is what Krishan Rock, Tommy Lee, all of these women that have been popping coochie and fighting and rolling around on the pavement, doing nothing godly all of their life, but decide to pick up a Bible to use against somebody else as if anything about them gives, I've done any of the shit in this Bible that's good. Like, even though, you know, you probably done a lot of shit that's bad in that Bible. Because, you know, they tell stories, girl. They tell stories about things in the Bible. And people be, you know, abusing their children and allowing people to come in town and rape them and stuff. Child, all kind of stuff be going on in that Bible when it comes to how people treat their children. Okay? You know, you can almost damn near be ready to kill your child. And then God say, stop. I was just playing. And, you know, that's a Bible story. So to me, I feel like I don't like hearing that because it makes me feel like you're a dark, demon-like individual, but you can scream God and it'll give this fallacy as if you have some type of moral high ground, but really you're the fucking devil. You're the fucking devil. Like, that's it to me. I don't like the fact that y'all don't match people's words with their actions enough. Like, y'all really don't. Y'all don't match words with actions enough. You let people say anything about their mouth, and then that automatically means, you know, it is with no, bitch. I've been looking at your life this whole time. Ain't no God in you, bitch. What are you talking about? Ain't no God in you.
This was like a, you know, a second chance type of thing I'm giving him or whatever like that. And basically this ex, he drinks like more than I drink, more than we drink. You get what I'm saying? And when he get toast, he get toast.
Okay, so let me start. Let me start by pointing out that when we was telling Tommy she had a drinking problem, she was lying to us saying that she didn't have a drinking problem. So I just want to point out to you, the longer you stay lying to yourself and everybody else about who you are and what your issues are, the longer it's going to take for you to actually get some goddamn help. A lot of y'all act like y'all want a better life. You don't. Tommy is a prime example of that.
And basically, he got real drunk. So basically he bought some bottles in the club and he thought he paid for it. They said that he didn't. They come outside and address him. And when they're addressing him, they like, you didn't pay for this bottle or whatever. So I'm going off for him because I'm just like, we the only ones who's in there really spending money. How y'all gonna come out here and try to like embarrass us and stuff like that? He tell me.
Because the man is saying that you stole from them. And this is when you should use your brain and listen. Did you see him spending any money, or were you just spending money? Or did you think he was spending money and he ain't pay for shit? See, this is a lesson for everybody. We're only covering this so I can teach y'all these little lessons that I'm seeing with the stupid shit that Tommy is saying. First of all, the nigga is an alcoholic. You already an alcoholic. Why the hell would you get with a person that has a worse drinking problem than you have? That's dumb off rip. Number two, the man said that y'all did not pay. Instead of you chilling and letting it be handled and peeping what's going on, because you might be with a nigga that's faking and fronting and ain't really got no money. That's something you would want to know. But oh no, you start screaming and hollering and defending before you have any real information. That's some dumb bitch shit. I'm going to let her continue.
Shut the fuck up.
And now we laughing about him telling you to shut the fuck up. Right. You defending him. He wrong. Instead of you just being a lady and just chilling, here you go. He ain't do that. And he turn to you and tell you to shut the fuck up. See what I mean? See what I mean, ladies? Sometimes you should shut the fuck up.
I'm having your back. Why do I gotta shut the fuck up? You get what I'm saying? But now you're drunk. I get it. So now, even his friend who's in the car as well, he like, bro, she got your back. Your girl, she's not. You get what I'm saying? She's on your side.
Yes.
He go crazy. I recorded him because I'm like, every time I tell you about how you was when you was drunk, you tell me I'm lying or that didn't happen. And you tell me a whole nother way it happened and try to trick my mind. But I'm all the way here and I know what happened.
Yeah.
So I'm telling him about, you know what I'm saying? I'm recording to show him the next day about what happened. We're going in the car. He just going off with himself and his friend. They talking. I don't say a word. I don't say. So I'm just like, because I know this is about to lead to something else. Mind you, this guy had already
I'm gonna tell y'all something. I think it's a shame when your neck and your brain don't match. I'm gonna let her keep going.
Beat up a girl. This is what we're celebrating too, is that he's getting off probation from the 1 year probation because you had an assault and battery on another girl in the club. I say, what happened? When I meet him, and people tell me I'm crazy for this. They say the told you who he was and you still
not crazy, stupid. Not crazy, stupid.
Wanted to experience it for yourself. Maybe. But he told me about the girl. He said he just touched her hair and basically she turned around and she slapped him. So then he hit her. And that's why And
you felt like that was okay to be with a man that not only caught a case from beating a woman, but you think it's okay for a man to just hit a woman. And she thinks it's okay because she's violent. And that's the problem. It's not okay either way, love.
You know, on probation or whatever. Yeah. I'm cleaning up the house, how I do, and I see the papers from the lawyer. I'm not fishing. I'm not searching around for stuff. It was just right there on top of the table. And I see a girl with lumps all on her motherfucking head. So I'm just like, this the girl, he lied. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So in the back of my mind, I just keep that like, oh yeah, this really do be beating down because your baby mom, you have to drop the kids at a certain location and then y'all have to do the exchange like that. You can't even go around her.
So at what point do we decide that Tommy was raised to not love herself, no matter what she looks like, no matter how she pretends? Tommy was raised by an alcoholic, abusive mother. People don't have to always hit you, but they talk to you bad and they, just mishandle you when you were a child and you're very sensitive as a child. So I imagine Tommy was mistreated severely as a child. Tommy doesn't really care about herself. She cares about how she looks, but she doesn't really love herself. She don't really love herself. There's no way that you really love yourself for real, the way you should, when you enter into a relationship with a man who has a repeated history of putting his hands on the women that he's in relationships with. And as a woman, she's sitting up there thinking, well, I put my hands on men. There is a difference between when a big man decides he wants to beat your ass and when you as a woman who he can really body slam is hitting him and doing all of this stupid shit. And yes, you are being violent and you are wrong, but it is not the same thing as when a man can overpower you, beat your ass, choke you out, and unalive you. It is not the same thing as a woman being violent, hitting a man, fighting him, but him still having the strength to get out of that situation alive versus how a woman can sometimes be in a situation with a man where it's just like, I can't fight him back. I can't push him off of me. He just gonna almost kill me. I think there is a difference. And I think that because we are always trying to act like these two things are the same, women have internalized that if I fight niggas, it's okay for me to be with a man that fights women because we all being violent. Girl, in real life, you're going to end up unalived in situations like that because you think y'all are on level playing field, like that man can't really kill you if he wants to.
Mm-hmm. And he's honest though. He did tell me like he'll slap a bitch. So, mm-hmm. But I don't care because I'll slap a bitch too, right? Especially a bitch. And I'll do whatever. But
you need help. You need help. That's another thing that y'all are not seeing. In her eyes, that bitch is crazy. And when I say crazy, I mean that you need to go to a doctor. You need to be on some type of medication because the way her eyes move, it makes me feel like her brain is clicking. Like she's not okay up here.
No. Bong. So now we're in this car. We're going back and he's mad. And he hit me. Yeah, he just hit me. And I still ain't take it for that because the first time he didn't hit me, he hit my sister. All right, so this is his birthday. I'm sorry, Nene, but I gotta put you on this part.
That's why I wanted to talk about this because this shit just kept going on and on and on. And at some point, some of you women have to admit that y'all don't care about yourselves. Y'all don't care about y'all kids. Y'all are in a I don't give a fuck place, and you're showing it by the people you're deciding to be in relationships with. It shows I don't give a fuck about nothing, that I would be in a relationship with a man who I know would put his hands on me. And I know what that would mean for me. And I still decide to be in a relationship for what? The plot? You 40 years old, bitch. You still doing shit like this for the plot?
It's my sister. We go out. It's his birthday. We go to Atlanta.
And to me, that's an example right there. How you don't give a fuck about nobody but yourself. You got a whole blood ass sister. That nigga put his hands on your sister, and you still stayed with him in enough time for him to hit you too. Why don't y'all understand? And no, y'all understand. Y'all just don't care. You don't care that if a man will put his hands on another woman, he'll put his hands on you. You don't care because you don't care if a man puts his hands on you because you don't love yourself. You don't care about somebody abusing you because you don't love yourself. A lot of people don't want to be real with how much they really don't like themselves. They think it's always a reflection of somebody else, but you really don't like you. You really don't like you when you live your life like this. It's like you begging for somebody to put you out of your misery. It's like you keep putting yourself in situations like for instance, her going on baddies and wanting to fight and all of that. It's giving you love an opportunity, not only for you to fight, but for somebody to fight you. Y'all ever seen, I can't even remember what movie or TV show it was, but like there's an archetype of white boy that likes to fight and is an alcoholic. And when he can't get the reaction out of people, he will start fights. And it's really because he wants for people to hit him. He wants for people to fight him because if they fight him, it gives him an excuse to rage, but also because he wants to abuse himself. And a way of abusing yourself is to initiate arguments with other people so that they will then attack you. Yeah, like people who like to fight like that, like at some point, I feel like this is being done because for one, this might be the only space you feel powerful, but for two, you are self-harming in some way through the way you're living your life. It's self-harm. Just like cutting, just like anything else that's considered self-harm. Her life is self-harm.
Stand at the risk or whatever. We go to Atlanta. My brother's, he's gay. My little brother, my youngest, he's gay. So he bring his gay friend and basically they dancing. It's Atlanta. How they turn up and all of that. So they dance in the section. His cousin gets mad. He don't have a problem with gay people because you know what I know about you. And gay, like all of my punks, they spend a night at his house. All of the, you get what I'm saying? He does not have a problem. But the cousin said, who the f these punks doing all of this in my mother session? They gotta go. And I said, this my real family. I haven't seen them in a long time. And yeah, if they gotta go, I'm going. And then he checked his cousin about it. He like, nah, bro, that's her real brother. This is her real family. And they cool. Clear. So we go back to
this once again. This mimics how white people feel about black people. Y'all know how white people will say, oh, you're not like the rest of them. They'll treat a special black person like, oh, you're not like the rest of them. This is the way black people treat gay people sometimes. And that's what this sounds like. Oh, he's not one of those gays. He's a gay that has our protection. So you can't just abuse him because you don't like seeing the little gay part of you inside dancing out around in the room. Because I'm going to tell y'all right now, gay niggas do a lot. Don't misunderstand me, okay? But anytime I see a man that's ready to fight a gay man, like you want to fight him because you think that you're going to punk him. That's another reason why they started calling them punks, okay? Because I feel like there's an automatic thinking that you're going to be able to punk a punk, okay? As we like to say out here, a punk. But most of the punks I know gonna beat your ass. I know a lot of punks that fight like rabid dogs. They fight like men and women. So I don't know where y'all get this idea from that being gay or being feminine means that you are soft. That is not what that means. And so when I see men who try to start these fights with gay men, it makes me think you're closeted. And if anybody around you had sense, they would be able to tell that that's what you're doing. But exactly, we're gonna get to it. You said it in the comments. I can think of 2 examples from Love and Hip Hop.
Oh no! Before we go there, we go to another spot. Bang. Now I'm aggravated because the cousin, the girls, they all grilling my brother. They looking at him a certain way. And I'm just like, yo, we ain't got to go. I'm not about to put my family through this, basically. I could leave. Yeah. Let's go. I'm aggravated. So we leave, we go to the truck. We don't tell the truck to leave because we know they still inside. I went with an ex. This was like a second chance type of thing I'm giving.
Okay, so the story stops right there. But let me see, was there another clip?
Night, so I just go outside and sit in the truck, me and my whole gang. So now the party's gone, the is gone, Tommy's gone, the whole set is gone. Now y'all could be here with each other and have y'all moment, whatever y'all trying to have. Right. So the driver gets told to move. The police tell the driver to move. So we spinning the block. He called me, cursed me out. He like, y'all just gonna leave me like that in my car, da, 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 da. And I'm like, bro, we literally the police just told us we can't sit right here. So we literally around the corner, we're circling around. We pull back up, he comes to the car, he cursing, spit flying, and he don't want to get in the car with us. No, he don't want to get in the car with us. He say, because he finna get in another car. Y'all go to home. So we do go to on, and I say, hey, y'all go upstairs right now, get my these all my little brothers and sisters, and you know we alley crazy. All of them on what I'm on. Bang, go get the shit. We go upstairs and we get.
She said,
I don't take the money because
the pride in being kids that refer to themselves as alley, like alley cats, like kids that wasn't raised. So we was just out in the street. So we all that cutthroat shit. Yeah, that's what I feel like she was saying.
You ain't did nothing quite yet. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, all right, I'm gonna let them have this moment, but I'm getting the fuck up out of here because I don't like it, because I just did all of this stuff to celebrate your birthday and you're treating me like a piece of shit. I'm gonna go. Me and my sister in the elevator, my little brother and them, they taking the stuff down there in another elevator because they got the stuff. So bang, the elevator door open.
He did. Get out of here.
Hit my
Get
sister,
outta here.
right? We jump him. It's nothing. We've been.
Nene's so fake. Get out of here. You was with an abusive nigga and he abused you. Get out of here, girl.
We've been here a couple of times before. We're gonna beat your mother because we see you need your.
Is he a big guy?
He's a big guy.
And that's what I thought.
Oh my God.
That's what I thought.
Beauty and the Beast.
That's what I thought.
Chicago. So now, you know what I'm saying? Me and my sister have to whoop his in the elevator. He come out. He's up. So now I hit my other little brother and sister, go back up to that room and take the money too. So now I take the money and then take all his phones and everything because you deserve this, love.
Right.
We didn't want to do this to you, but this is what you deserve.
Right.
So yeah, that was the first punishment. So I felt like when he hit me in that moment in Jamaica, it's like, this will get back. And I'm out here dolo.
And that's how you hurt your leg.
No.
Oh.
So now we get to the room. We still driving.
Okay.
Y'all
Y'all still in the
way
car.
to the room. We go to the room. He started hitting me again. He strangled me. I got a few little marks over there, whatever it is. It's all right. We're gonna laser that off, girls. Yeah. So he's still carrying on, but the friend is his friend. He thankful for him because he's breaking it up in between sessions, and I'm really just trying to pack my shit, get out of here. But you know what happened to me? Don't ever do this. When we at the airport, you know, when you put your passport down and somebody be trying to help you and be like, let me get this, you're going to lose this. This is the situation. So this is why I can't really fight you back in the car. This is why I can't fight you back, period, because you got my access to get the fuck out of here. You get what I'm saying? So I'm holding it together till we get to the room. I'm like, bro, please just give me my passport. I'm trying to get the fuck on. So he don't give me my passport. He don't give me shit. Now you just want to fight. You want to talk about all of this. So now I go inside the bedroom. Bang. He's coming. He's charging. I overheard a conversation he was having with someone before then with his kids. And he was just like, that's why I don't know where my kids stay at. They don't know nothing about my kids. So I say, and you might feel like you whoop my, but I do know how your kids look. When I said that, he charged at the room.
So you mean to tell me? So I just want to clarify, because all these women out here we fight, we gonna fuck him up. Where was your people at when you was getting your ass beat inside this house? Why did they leave you? Why did they leave you? This is what I mean, like when I say people really be choosing the life that they live at some point.
He's charging at the room. Break through the door. So I'm trying to get out it's a glass door and it's the pool area. You know those glass little doors. So now he done pushed me through the door, trying to really get me to me up. He pushed me through the glass door. Bang. I get cut. My leg there. It was like, I understand what the athletes go through. My whole foot, whole foot hanging down, like not even connected no more.
Wow.
So I try to cop a plea. I'm like, hey, bro, my leg is about to fall off. My foot about to fall off for real. Like, true, time out. Like, for real.
Y'all, you think you was playing a game with this nigga? That's the funny part.
Eating everywhere. Guess what they do? He held up my watch and my passport like this and do like laughing. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is really crazy. And I'm gonna have to see you when we get back to America.
Well, what did you think? What did you think, girl? What did you think? When a man beat the other girl ass, when a man can't see his baby mama when he pick up the kids. And this is another thing I think is crazy. I think it's crazy that y'all think kids have rights, but the truth of the matter is kids don't have rights. Kids do not have rights, because one of the things that tells me kids do not have rights is the fact that they still have to see parents that are abusive. If a parent abused the other parent, they should not be able to pick the fucking kids up. Because it's like, so are we living in a world where y'all really think a man putting his hands on a woman means that he's not going to be violent with everybody else? You think he's not going to be violent with the kids? Oh, it's okay. No, it's okay to hit kids. It's okay to hit kids, right? It's okay to hit kids, right? Because that's discipline. Come on, bro. Be fucking for real. Behaviors do not change Y'all can put whatever signature y'all want to put on it. But a man that's going to abuse the woman is going to abuse the kids. And I do not understand. I do not understand the court system that feels like, we going to let the kids go by the daddy, even though the daddy didn't beat the shit out the mama. Like, in what world does that make sense?
But right now, my motherfucking foot falling off. Yeah, it was a bad situation.
Yeah.
And this is a guy that I planned with, and we had a lot of, business plans, and I thought this was going to be a thing and everything like that. But it's just like, it's not like I ignored all the signs. Sometimes I chuck it up as like, it's
what you deserve. That's what you deserve. That's what you feel.
It's life.
Yeah.
Not saying like domestic violence.
No, y'all think it's life. It's not. It's not. People literally can choose to not live a life full of all of that fucking fighting and chaos and abuse. They can. You can literally say, that man looks abusive. I'm not going to fuck with him. It's really that simple. It's not just life. It's not just life.
His life, but that's what he went through. You get what I'm saying? And who's to say, like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
He's not still a good guy, and he went through with these, but every single.
See, that's another thing. He's still a good guy. What the fuck makes you a good guy if beating the shit out of 2 previous relationships doesn't make you a bad guy? And that's what the fuck I be talking about. What makes you a good guy if you will beat a woman? You're not a good guy. That does not make you a good guy. Please, somebody today, Lord.
No, you're an abuser.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And I was no different.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And then one particular time when he said this, he was just like, I don't know. I think I got a problem. This is before he hit me. He was like, I just think I got a problem because we talk about everything.
Yeah.
He was like, every that he's been with that he loves.
Yeah.
He had put his hands on him. And I'm like, I'm so glad I'm not a that you love, because you ain't never touched me. He was like, oh yeah, but I did. I touched your sister. He was like, so that's like I hit you. So that's what Friday night. So I just
exactly, stupid ass. Exactly, stupid ass. Exactly. I be trying to tell y'all how these niggas really be thinking. If I hit her, it's just like I hit you, bitch. But you really out here feeling like, oh, you ain't never hit me though. Okay, bitch. Okay. So over here, this is Love and Hip Hop.
Any got something to do with Ray Face, they can go to sleep.
Don't nobody got no problem with you.
Okay, we're talking to me and you got a problem with Ray Face. I'm talking to you.
It's too many out here. Don't know now.
I saw this in a preview. Y'all know we talked about Love and Hip Hop and my members only yesterday. So, hopefully everybody that's a member, can go check that out. I also posted it, so if you wanted to purchase it on my Patreon. Child, nobody told me my mic was off, but that's okay. I got to start reminding myself. It's okay. Y'all heard me, though. It's fine. But this scene right here from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta really pissed me off, because I think that when I look at Ray and the way Ray was moving when he first came on the show, I automatically think you a weak ass nigga for a few reasons. Niggas that do too much, like as far as their aesthetic to look like a hood nigga, that's always a red flag. You're performing. You're overdoing it and you're performing. Why? There's something you're hiding. His teeth are a problem. I'll definitely start there. Like the teeth look like they wanted to just fly the fuck out his mouth. Red flag. Okay, you doing too much of the new nigga shit. New niggas, buku big ass change, new big ass fake teeth. They don't sell drugs, but they don't have legit jobs. So we don't know what's going on. Probably scamming. Okay, what have you. Men who wear sunglasses all the time as to never really make eye contact with people. You ask them about themselves, they a nigga, so they don't have to answer any questions, right? I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to tell you. Get them the fuck out of here. Next. Y'all don't pay attention to the things about men that are really problematic. Black women of a certain caliber, I'm talking to y'all because I love y'all for real. But I need for y'all to stop being so fucking blind. But I now recognize that just like with Tommy, you wanting a better man would mean you would have to be a better woman. Some of y'all. Okay? Tommy situation. This situation right here with Bam, maybe you was doing this for the TV show, and I'll chuck it up to that. But Bam, this was like, Ray was never given that. When you first brought Ray around and he kept trying to act like he was fucking you, went from beefing with Lil Zane to trying to be Lil Zane's friend by making it seem like he was smashing you when he wasn't. That was all a red flag right there. Y'all have got to like actually think about the way a person has to think in order for them to think, I'm with this woman, but I'm gonna do some childish shit. And I'm gonna pretend like we fucking so that I can get the validation of this other nigga that I really just got into it with. And I was trying to son him, but we didn't work it out. And now I'm trying to really be his friend. So I'm like, yeah, I smashed. All of that getting drunk as fuck on camera. Like, don't get me wrong. Sometimes you go out, you know, people get a little bit too fucked up every now and again. It happens. But men who are repeatedly getting fucked up when they out and about with a woman, I don't like that, because I feel like as a man, if we really playing these gender roles like y'all always like to pretend like we playing, I don't like to see a man that is not in control of himself and he can't really scope out his surroundings because he all drunk and shit. That's a turn off. I've seen many a time, especially out here in New Orleans, niggas like to get pissy fucking drunk, okay? And then some shit go down and a woman has to be some type of man manager to get their drunk ass home. And it's not to say that we don't do this for each other, child. There have been times I've been drunk. There have been times that my nigga has been drunk. But there's a difference if you're doing that all the time. It happens. Not saying that it shouldn't happen sometimes. The way he was acting on that episode was a red flag to me. And I can literally think of men I've seen out and about at several different events that's always too fucking drunk for my comfort. Those are the type of men that I feel like are trying to like get away with something. Whenever, and not just men, people, period. Sometimes people use alcoholism to get away with shit. I've been drunk, y'all. Nothing about being drunk makes me want to act out of character. It make some of my inhibitions go down. Like I might be nicer to somebody. You know what I'm saying? I might be a little bit more loosey-goosey. But essentially, I'm not gonna want to knock somebody's fucking head in just because I've been drinking. I'm not gonna want to R somebody, you know, take somebody's virginity, child, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I would never want to do that just because I'm drunk. And I think that a lot of times people get drunk so that they can use that as an excuse for bad behavior. And I'm starting to peep it, and now I'm really starting to get tired of it, especially when I see it in grown men. Because I don't know, y'all, I've been out with a dude and it's like, what is this? Like, why are you this drunk? Like, what is this about? Like, that it's just not cute to me. It's not cute. You're a man. Be in control of yourself. Be tipsy. But if you want to be that drunk, stay your fucking ass at home, you alcoholic ass. Anyway. But this shit right here, y'all, this shit made me mad because this was another example of how I think niggas are closeted. And when they are closeted, they have to pick a fight with a gay man. And they pick a fight with a gay man because they think at some point the gay man is going to turn around and be like, nigga, I know you looking. I know you gay. And so they want to pick a fight with that person. Ray Face doing this shit, rolling up on Zell like that over the rumors of him cheating when the rumors are coming from the women that you allegedly was fucking with. They hitting Zell up. Zell ain't bring, I bet you any money he's made it in his head that Zell is the one that's talking about him being a cheater to Bam, and not all of the people that he was cheating with or all of the women he's been in relationships with, trying to run on that and tell on that because y'all on a reality show. So now you rolling up on Zell like if it wasn't one-on-one, Zell wouldn't beat your ass. Like, I don't like this, y'all. They did this to Bobby, Trina's husband, with his bitch ass. He another one that's always drunk, always high, never looking like he fully in control of himself, and picked a fight with fucking Bobby out of nowhere. Nigga, you gay. Trina's husband, yeah, nigga, you gay. Cause what the fuck? Like, why are you trying to show that you're a man over a dude that you know is not going to pop on you in the same way? You would never really pull that shit with nobody that you felt like was going to whip your ass. Especially not if they ain't have them cameras and security around. I think niggas be way more pussy than they like to admit for lack of a better term, because we need to use a better term, because women are actually way more braver than some of you niggas will ever be. And I'm mad about this because I feel like Zell would have whooped that nigga ass. Zell grew up with a daddy in his household. Zell is a gay boy that knows how to fight. Just like, I don't know if Jonathan grew up with his daddy in his life, but Jonathan, y'all know Jonathan that be over there beating the piss out of everybody ever to be beat the piss out of over there. Y'all know Jonathan that was the stylist that was friends with Megan Thee Stallion at some point. Y'all know him. That nigga was over there beating the fuck out of everybody. I don't think I seen him on anything Zeus in a minute because he was beating the piss out of all of them niggas. That football playing ass nigga. Y'all know who? Jonathan? Shit. And I love those. Like I love the gay men that are so about that shit, that are so on that shit, that other niggas have to like, they have to think, do I really want to get my ass whooped in order to be homophobic today? Normally they don't. So I didn't like this. I didn't like when Trina's husband did it to Bobby. And I just don't like in general whenever some loud, just like what Tommy was talking about in her story, whenever some loud ass hyper masculine man decides he wants to pick a fight with a gay man, I believe it's because you want to fuck him. That's what I think. So maybe you should calm the fuck down and go sit in a corner somewhere and collect yourself if you don't want everybody to think that you want that man dick or you want that man pussy or whatever. Like, and Trina's ex. Everybody, they always trying to fight with fucking Bobby. Why is y'all trying to fight with Bobby? Why y'all always trying to pick on a gay boy and fight with a gay? And don't get me wrong, y'all. I have seen how gay boys be sometimes. Gay boys do a lot. Gay boys do a lot sometimes that would get your ass whipped. It would. But sometimes y'all be picking fights with these niggas because you gay. That's how I feel. What's this? Y'all, what's this?
I asked you here, man, because I'm concerned.
Okay, so first of all, anytime you see Maurice coming on screen with his fucking glasses on, just know he about to give you a whole bunch of self-righteous bullshit. He about to set a whole bunch of rules in front of you that he can't follow his damn self. Let me know if y'all can still hear this, because I won't hear this shit. Legit. And y'all know I review Love and Marriage Huntsville behind my paywall. You can be a member of YouTube, Patreon, on my website, BondyBlueShow.com, and you will get the full live of when I review Love and Marriage Huntsville and Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Legitimately concerned. With me? Yeah. I'm good, though.
Y'all can hear that?
Martell, hear what I'm saying. All right, go ahead. All right. In essence,
Martell, why is it so tight, though? I'm sorry, I have to show y'all. Why is it so tight, though, Martell? It's a I tell y'all, you can't trust no nigga in a turtleneck. Can't trust no nigga in a turtleneck, girl. My God.
Actually, I made up in my mind before I even got here what I thought. I think that you've played the villain so long till you've become the villain.
He was always the villain. What are you talking about?
Okay. Because there was a good side of Martell.
When? The lying
Then,
side.
for years, you're like the dartboard. Eventually, you got comfortable being the villain. Man.
I can't believe one villain is talking to another villain about how they villain. That's insane to me.
I don't like the negativity, dog.
So why even engage in it?
I wouldn't fight back at first. I wasn't talking about Marceau. I wasn't talking about Tisha. But I felt that, damn, they keep coming at me. Mm-hmm. I hate that the situation happened the way it happened. It's like, don't y'all lie about it. You lied about things. Now it's time for me to say something back or do something back.
I asked you here, man, because I'm concerned.
So yeah, that was a little clip. Oh my God, y'all, them niggas is crazy, y'all. Them niggas is crazy. I don't know why y'all still think that Martell is attractive. I saw somebody in the comments saying how attractive he is. And at this point, there's nothing attractive about that man. Like, I just cannot, I will not. Let's move on, y'all. We have more to discuss, you know. It's Thursday. It's raining outside. At least it sounds like it is. Willow, willow, way, willow, willow, way, willow, willow, way, willow, willow, way. Ooh, na, na. Ooh, na, na, na.
The handmaid of Queen Nandi. I am the inferior mistress, and I also play as a surrogate for the queen. I am also the bondwoman of the king, which means I do not have the formal title of a wife, but he is my husband, and we are a tribe.
The kingdom of Kubala has been on a pilgrimage to our lost heritage, following the roots of our ancestors back to the land where Jacob, our forefather, laid his stone, the stone of scorn, and he blessed it with oil. After he poured the oil, he said, one day, the Messiah, his son, the Shiloh, shall return to Scotland, and he shall build back the lost heritage, the lost kingdom, the last kingdom of Scotland.
I just wanted y'all to see the fucking New York Post posted. Okay. So apparently this girl went missing from Texas and popped up in fucking Scotland. According to the New York Post, the trio calls themselves the Kingdom of Kabbalah. They decided to settle in a forest in Jedburgh, Scotland, where they are reclaiming lands that were stolen from their Hebrew ancestors 400 years ago. They want to live a simple life and to fulfill a prophecy of bringing the kingdom back to fruition. The three members of the tribe include group leader King Ataheen, 36, so a year younger than me, who was previously an opera singer under the name Kofi Ofe, his wife Queen Nandi, and their handmaiden Asnat. Asnat, who is also known as Lady Safi, has been discovered to be a missing person, Cora Taylor from Texas. It's unclear how long Taylor has been missing from her family or how long she has been connected to this tribe, but she claims she feels more at home than she's ever felt. In the tribe, she served as a handmaiden and a surrogate to Queen Nandi. To the UK authorities, obviously, I am not missing, she said in a video message from the camp. Leave me alone. I am an adult, not a helpless child. Since the trio has been camping out in the forest, they faced eviction notices from authorities and have had their tents set on fire by outsiders, but that hasn't stopped them from their worship. They claim they only recognize the laws of their God, Yehovah, which I'm sure is another version of Yahweh. Since the trio, just because of pronunciations, I'm sorry. We know the laws of the creator. Everything belongs to the ones who made it. King Ataheen said, we do not believe that any authority owns the land. The earth belongs to the Father. We do not know about any eviction. All we know is that we are here to stay and establish our authority and power just like our ancestors did. Yeah, it's giving cult. It's absolutely giving cult. I would be very interested. Right. Earth is literally mother. Yeah. I don't know why they always, Earth belongs to father child. Earth is mother. Earth is mother. And when y'all don't know that, that makes me feel like, girl, you just following a man. It ain't got nothing to do with spirituality. It's all about a man. It's all about a man. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I love y'all for real. And this is a lesson that I've had to learn as well. You have got to stop thinking that God is ordering your steps to a fucking man. The reason why I say that is because when people seem to think that their whole story is supposed to be about some nigga, following some nigga, loving some nigga, being there for some nigga, and not about their own journey in this life, what they're supposed to be here for. So girl, you just supposed to be here to be a goddamn servant and a baby making machine for a weird nigga that don't want to pay bills no more. That sounds unsustainable and delusional. Like in real life, I'm not mad at y'all. Like in real life, I do feel like if somebody want to go just live in the fucking forest, I think they should be able to go live in the fucking forest and be left alone. I do. I ain't gonna lie. I do think the system of y'all taxing everybody to live is exhausting and ridiculous. And how dare y'all monopolize Earth in a way that makes people have to pay to live. It's insane. And I mean, if paying to live means in order for me to shelter myself, in order for me to have clean water and food, I have to be willing to give up everything to a system. And I don't think that's right, y'all. I don't think that's right. So even though I understand how somebody could follow this way of thinking, I think practicality and first and foremost, do not be following no goddamn man. So anytime y'all talking this shit about nature and then you bring it back to a man, you're on the wrong path, baby. You're on the wrong path. I know you want to look like a National Geographic novel and shit, and you do. But this is not giving a good path. So if you do get pregnant, what y'all gonna do out there? You think that older elderly woman and this big nigga that look like he could barely, pick anything heavy up, you think he gonna be able to do something for you out here? Just the thrice of y'all, all three of y'all really think, yeah? That's very interesting. That's very interesting. Speaking of people that are in religious psychosis,
that happened, which is crazy enough, is I went to this unlicensed esthetician who ended up destroying my skin, and people thought I was bleaching my skin, and it was so mortifying and so upsetting and humiliating. And I just kept thinking about every little girl who was looking at me, who grew up with me since Nickelodeon, that's like, oh, she must hate herself, or who felt something because of how they thought I was, and so
did that go public? Like,
oh yeah,
oh really?
Oh yeah. If you look it up, people said I was look like Rachel somebody or something. I had to laugh though, because I was like, I do right now. But it was like realizing that for the first time in my life, and I was like praying, and this was like towards the beginning of COVID, I was praying and I was just like, Lord, why would you let this happen to me? Like in my late 30s, this is crazy. Mm-hmm. And as I was praying, I got this revelation that it was an answered prayer. It wasn't the way I wanted it answered, right. But the answer was, you can't get on social media and defend yourself. You can't say that this is not true because people are not going to believe you. You can't say it didn't happen because people are going to be like, well, look at your face. So I really had to sit in the fact that people are going to think what they want to think. And I have to accept that. In some cases, people don't want to hear your journey. They don't want to know the truth. They actually would prefer to believe that in some cases, And then also, I stopped to love myself. Like, what if it never corrected itself? And I had to accept that there's potential. I may need to figure out how to move forward in this way and be okay with every part of it and still have my joy and still have my peace. And I just sat there and I was like crying, but then I started laughing. I was like, you're so rude, Lord. Because there was no way on earth I could have gotten delivered from it until I was put completely back against the wall with zero option. Thing that happened, which is crazy enough, is I went to this.
I'm just trying to understand how you got delivered from a skin issue you was having. Y'all see what I mean by religious psychosis? Like, I hope y'all know what I mean, right? I'm not trying to take God out of everything. I want people to stop putting God in places unnecessarily so that they can make excuses for delusional behavior. Then that's what I really want to happen here. Because I don't want y'all to think that I'm just always trying to, take God out of something. Somebody called me anti-God, which I thought was insane. I find God all over the place. I just don't find God in empty words. And I think people find a lot of God in empty words, and I don't. That is where we differ. I believe in God, but I don't think God has anything to do with the way people decide to make shit up in their minds in order to rationalize what they're going through. You went to an esthetician who wasn't licensed. The lesson there is to stop allowing people to take advantage of you. That was the lesson there for me, was that stop letting people take advantage of you. You let somebody that was an unlicensed esthetician do something to your skin that in some ways changed it in a way that you say you did not want for it to change, if the story is true. Right? That should have been a lesson. Why did it have to be, I was crying and I was praying and I was like, God, you're so rude, because like, why would you put me through this all so that I can have my back against the wall and so I can be like, okay, God, I surrender. If I'm supposed to look like a white lady, then I guess I'm gonna have to be okay with looking like a white lady. And then God came and infused melanin back into your skin, and all of a sudden, you know, he showed up for you, and it showed you that just when you thought God had let you down because you had went to the esthetician that was unlicensed and your skin was bleached, and you thought God had just left you out there in your late 30s to go through something that would harm your looks. But oh no, bitch, God was just pulling you through. He was setting you up for what exactly? For you to be okay with how you look before? Bitch, get out of my face. That y'all, that's all I'm saying. That's really all. Like, she could have been really bleaching and then got bullied by everybody and decided to change her mind. She could have did it by accident. It could have been done by purpose. It's irrelevant. But I'm so tired of the way she explains shit. Always being, it was God. I stubbed my toe today. If I hadn't stubbed my toe, I wouldn't have sat down and saw this post. And I saw this post, and then it made me do a post my damn self. And then I went viral. God, if I had not stubbed my toe that day, that's how she be. That's how she be, y'all. And I don't think that's healthy. Like, when I'm really looking at it, y'all, this way of thinking is not fucking healthy. It's just not, bitch. I think we really do need to find a balance between, you know, I'm walking my path and my steps are ordered and it's all by design. Yes. But in another space, bitch, cut it the fuck out. You doing way too much. You acting delusional. And then you wonder how you end up in situations, you know, like abusive relationships, or you wonder how you end up with people always using you and you always having to find a way to make sense of it with the Lord. The Lord sent me that terrible person because that's the journey I needed. Like, I get it, y'all. I'm deep as fuck. I get it. But my God, today, if this bitch don't seem like she be going through something, like, Puffy, take that. Something's wrong with Johnny's girl. Let's move on. What's going on with Puff? Prosecutors say slam Diddy's request for a new trial. This is like, I need for y'all to understand this. Another thing. I know the old people are gone now, and y'all only hold on to y'all only hold on to tradition when it's a problematic tradition. When it's a good tradition, y'all throw it out the fucking window. Okay? That's how I be feeling about people. A good tradition that we used to have was that if you did it, you gonna have to be responsible for what you did. Nowadays, y'all think if a nigga got a lawyer, he should just keep running up the criminal justice system until he can't no more to get off on what he did. And I just don't agree with that, y'all, especially in Diddy's case. I don't think it's safe for Diddy to be out on the streets with everybody else. I really do feel like you need to just take the L and receive whatever the punishment is going to be and stop fucking fighting it. Take that. Take the punishment. You deserve the punishment. Take that. I'm sorry, y'all. They don't always have to be at the beginning. I'll run it anyway. Okay?
I'm a savage. Whatever I want, I'm going to get. Whatever I want, I have to get.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
When a person thinks like that in real life, y'all, and Diddy really did feel like that. And that's why I say there needs to be a balance. Because on one end, your delusional way of living absolutely pushed you to the upper echelons of success. But ultimately, in real life, for a person to not respect boundaries, for a person to not be able to take no for an answer, for a person to feel like whatever they want, they have to get, y'all, that's an unsafe, venomous, malignant individual that does not need to be around everybody else. He don't need to be around everybody else. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. And I think people need to be okay with the fact that if you did something, we don't have to keep arguing that you didn't do it. We can just let you take your lick. I don't know why it is so hard for everybody to just take your fucking lick. From this nigga to Tory Lanez to everybody else that y'all want to keep rewriting fucking history about. Let these people get punished for their decisions. Please let them. Stop fighting them actually having to reap what they sow. And that's another problem in the Black community. Okay, once again, the community is not okay. A part of the reason why the young men in this community are so fucked up in the head is because they think they should not have to be responsible for their actions. The community is not okay. And I'm saying the community, I'm talking about Black people specifically, but y'all know white people do this shit too. Everybody feels like they shouldn't actually have to like deal with the bad things that they do. They should be able to leave a trail behind them of trauma, and they should never ever ever have to be punished because of that. And I don't agree. In the new court filings, prosecutors urged the court not to overturn Sean Diddy Combs' conviction, arguing there was more than a sufficient basis to support the guilty verdict. They wrote, he transported escorts across state lines to engage in freak-offs for pay. He directed the sexual activity of escorts and victims throughout freak-offs for his own sexual gratification. And he personally engaged in sexual activity during freak-offs. To me, this is what I kept saying the entire time the trial was happening. Why is this so hard for everybody to fucking understand? And that's because y'all want to be willfully obtuse, because y'all want people to be able to get away with their crimes because you diddy bopped in the early 2000s a couple of times. They continued. There was more than a sufficient basis viewing the evidence in the light most favorable to the government to support the counts of conviction. Diddy's legal team initially asked the court to either toss the two-man act convictions or allow a retrial, arguing that while he admittedly hired male escorts, he was not acting as a pimp. They claimed his intent was simply to watch them have sex with his girlfriends. Y'all, that's a lie. That's a lie. His own admission before the trial started, he said, I didn't know I couldn't do this. I just run an escort service. He literally said that he ran an escort service and everybody does. And what's the big deal? The big deal is it is illegal. And we know in rich nigga land, things that are illegal don't always end up in punishment, but it's still illegal. He'll be sentenced in October 3rd. Outside of this, he keeps trying to get out. And that man act shit is bullshit, y'all. He's trying to pull the race card. This has nothing to do with race. The truth of the matter is he was able to get away with this shit for just as long as anybody else who either is white or has money. That's why I feel like y'all bringing up that he's black. Like, what does that mean? That don't mean shit. If y'all think Diddy shouldn't have been behind bars in 91 when all of them people fucking died at that basketball tournament shit, if y'all think Diddy shouldn't have been in jail when he showed up to the college campus and dragged that girl out her apartment screaming in front of everybody down to the quad, oh yeah. Y'all are just okay with abuse, and y'all think that people shouldn't have to like go to jail and shit for abuse. I differ. I have a difference in opinion. Okay, y'all. So shout out to Target. They not doing too good right now. Let's get the DDG and Tamar and T Hood, because I've been talking and I ain't talking about none of the shit that I said I was gonna talk about. My bad, y'all. The custody battle between Halle Bailey and DDG heated up this week as Halle's lawyers accused DDG of staging paparazzi to capture photos of himself and the child during an ice cream outing. I believe it. Presiding over the case was new judge Angela Davis after both sides' attorneys unsuccessfully pushed for a 4-week delay in hopes of switching judges. DDG's mother was also asked to step out of the courtroom since she is listed as a witness. Halle's team argued that the child should not appear on social media at all, claiming DDG's fan base has fueled harassment towards her and pushing for strict restrictions on him posting the child online. They pointed to the alleged paparazzi setup as proof that DDG uses publicity to his advantage, even at the expense of his child's privacy. DDG's lawyer denied the claim, saying he cannot control when cameras film him in public. The defense requested expanded visitation rights, including every Saturday, alternating Sundays, and midweek visits, and said they were open to monitored visitation to address concerns about photography and videography. Judge Davis stressed the importance of monitors during visits and ordered both parents not to post the child on social media. The case has been continued until October 15th. And then his fuck ass friend came on the internet and said this.
Now, basically, dog. Just the only way to get full custody of the child is to put false claims on the person. Because you can't just get full custody just to get full custody. You know, if you look back in history, time repeats itself.
Okay, enough. I don't know who these slow ass niggas he's friends with are, but you know, you are who you hang with. So Tamar. Girl, Tamar said, I struggle to write this, but everyone keeps calling me, and honestly, I can't even really talk anymore. I'm so weak. I almost died Sunday. I was found in a pool of blood from my friend with a face injury. As the day goes by, the worse it gets. I fractured my nose, lost some teeth and mobility. The way I look at life now is totally different. I'm sorry, y'all. That just made me want to stop. Y'all. Like, you know why? Because whenever she say totally different, I don't believe her. Y'all remember when she was talking about Vince? This man right here is totally different, knowing that he was knocking her head between the washing machine and the dryer. Yeah, girl, he's not different. You don't look at life different. Cut it the fuck out. Like when people are always having these aha moments and then they go back to being the same old nigga they always was, I ain't got time for this. As my health is on the mend, my mental journey begins. Pray for me for real. I don't even know what happened to me. So she don't know what happened to her.
For those of y'all,
this is what Funky Dineva said.
I'm talking about Tamar Braxton. I don't know what happened to the lady. We went out. What night that was? We went out. Saturday night. We went out Saturday night. We went to the Roof Chris. We ate. We had a good time. Ooh. She was like, let's turn up for your birthday. We went down to the V12. Shouts out to Vinny and all the people at V12. That's the video y'all saw. Or whatever, with us walking in, them making a whole lot of noise. We left there. We all got in the car together. The car dropped us off at Tamar house. I didn't go upstairs. I went to my car. I went and met James Knox at BJ Rooster, and I came home.
Okay.
The next day when I woke up, I had a text message from Tamar at 10 in the morning that said, can you give me Dr. Heavenly phone number? I didn't think anything of it because people ask me for Dr. Heavenly phone number all the time. And it's typically when people have an emergency veneer situation. I did not think anything of it. People ask me for her number all the time. And then the next thing I know, folks is sending me this thing on the internet where the lady said she almost died and she was laying in a pool of blood. And I know some of y'all are going to be committed to thinking I'm lying, and y'all going to be committed to thinking I'm biased, and y'all are going to be committed to thinking I'm covering up something. And I promise you, I swear to God, on my mother, I don't know what happened. I honestly don't. I don't know what happened. And that's the God honest truth. That's Now, I know for some of y'all, that's not going to be good enough, but you're going to have to make it enough. I promise you, on Isaac's life, I don't know what happened. The lady ain't told me nothing. The lady just said she needed Dr. Heavenly phone number. So that's that on that. I hope we can put that to bed. I know what y'all know. I can give y'all a little more details. The lady did say, Q, I'm missing 4 teeth. And then I wrote back, I'm confused. So you just woke up and 4 of your teeth was missing,
what's happening?
And the lady didn't respond. Okay.
Yes.
So I don't know what's going on with the lady mouth.
Okay, so a whole bunch of people in the comments is talking, right? Nobody is genuine friends in Atlanta, I guess. I don't know what you mean about genuine friends, but I don't think anybody is genuine friends with Tamar. I think that Funky has genuine friends. He does. I mean, Funky's cool as fuck. A really good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, being around him in person, he reminds me of myself. You do your job and you go home. Like, we do this job and all of that, but essentially we live lives that are about how we want to live. It's not really about all the time being seen and all of this other shit. So yeah, no, this is not like, I don't feel like Funky is one of them people that's like clout chasing and they just want to be seen. That's not what this is. He was out with her. He was out with her the night before and they posted it. And so when she woke up and posted about how she woke up with her teeth fucking missing, of course, people are like, well, Funky, you was with her. What happened? So Funky like, yeah, no, I don't have nothing to do with that. And that sound just about right. That sound just about right. We go out. We have a good time. I go home, or I go about my way. You go home, go about your way. Something happened. Y'all asking me what happened, bitch. I don't know. I dropped off at a house. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I feel like either she fell, maybe she had some type of, ailment that made her pass out, maybe, and she fell and hit her teeth. Maybe somebody beat her ass. I don't know. Okay? But I don't know what the fuck going on, but I don't think that Funky Dineva had nothing to do with it. And I think that that's being insinuated in these motherfucking comments. Like, I don't know how he has friends. He's so messy. Like, we talk about shit on the blogs and a little bit of tea that we know about people that we may be around. That's not the same thing as being messy. Because in real life, you hold people's stories and what really be going on, you hold some of that shit close to your chest. Because it's not smart to say. Like, it's not what y'all think it is in these comments anyway. Like, he's not being messy. He's not telling the business. I think he's just defending, I ain't have shit to do with this. Imagine getting on the internet to tell everybody you don't know what happened when ain't nobody asked you in the first place. People absolutely asked him, where y'all be at? I feel like y'all get on the blogs and because y'all don't know people, there's no reverence for the fact that those people have a following. And so if they talked about something and they made it to the blogs, somebody absolutely asked them. Like, somebody absolutely asked them, the fuck is you talking about? And then talking about referring to her as that lady. Like, meaning that I was with her, but I don't know what happened to her. That lady. And that is a level of separation because I could hang with somebody and we could have a good time. We could kiki and all of that. But that does not mean we click tight and we know each other's lives like that just because we can go out and eat and drink and have a good time together. A lot of this shit is entertainment just in going out with other entertainers. That doesn't necessarily mean the relationship is thick enough for you to know the ins and outs and y'all to be sitting on the phone talking for hours about real life and shit. That don't mean that's what's, you know what I mean? That don't mean that that's the situation. But I mean, we're gonna see what's going on with Tamar. But Tamar has a tendency, right? It was his birthday. Tamar has a tendency to always victimize herself. If she have a situation happen and she could turn herself into a victim, she will. That's what she does all the time. Because to me, I don't even like the fact that she started telling us what happened without telling us what happened. It's like you automatically wanted to get sympathy from something that you didn't even want to explain what happened. And I don't like that. Bitch, go get your teeth fixed and find out what happened to yourself in private. Why you always got to use any opportunity you can to get attention from everybody? Tamar, go get some fucking therapy, my nigga. Wow. Talking about I look at life different. Show me. Don't tell me, bitch. Show me. Because every time you get up on the internet and tell us that you didn't see something different and God and you've been changed and all of that, you still be walking around being the same. Pick me, look at me. I need attention. I want attention. Desperate type energy that you always have. That's the energy you always have, girl. Oh, God. Let's get into this update on T Hood and what happened down to the Frost people, okay? According to the autopsy report obtained by TMZ, T Hood, real name Tevin Hood, passed after being shot more than once. Wait, didn't I talk about this? Oh, I don't know if I talk about this with y'all. I think I might have talked about this with the members only. But let me go to the TMZ. You know what I mean? So TMZ has the body. Father of NBA champion Jaylen Brown arrested for attempted murder. Wow. That's not surprising. Oh, okay. Come on, Lil Nas X out here in his panties. No t-shirt and some panties on. Okay, here we go. So this is what they showed us. Gunshot wound. So he got shot 3 times in the front. He got shot in the thigh and in the abdomen twice. Then around the backside, he got shot in the back a whole bunch of times, which honestly, I feel like the shots to the back look like somebody just started letting off. Like, you know what I mean? Like response. These first ones look like they might have been the ones that turned him around. But he was shot in the front and in the back, and they said that he pulled a weapon. He had pulled a weapon in the process of this altercation, which ended in gunfire and him being unalived. So I know they were saying that he must have been beating Kelsey's little brother's ass, but it don't seem that way to me. I don't know what happened, but it seemed like they both pulled guns and Kai might have been a quicker shot than him. Everybody don't have the same gifts. Okay. But either way, Kelsey said, yeah, he was shot. And this is another thing, y'all. Does this not sound just like the shit we was just talking about with Tommy and everybody else? The nigga got shot 3 times. She was actually nursing him back to health because he got shot for putting his hands on another woman. And I was just like, so Kelsey, were you with him when he was cheating on you, or were y'all not in a monogamous relationship? What happened when he was in a relationship with another young woman, put his hands on her too, and her people shot him, and then you nursed his ass back to health in order for him to turn around and beat the shit out of you? Is that correct? The community is not okay. The community is not okay. Violence is not okay. Nobody you fucking should be hitting you. I'm gonna say it again. Nobody that you are fucking should be hitting you, and vice versa. Stop putting y'all hands on each other, but specifically, stop raising these boys to think it's okay to be hitting on women. Because y'all can talk all that shit all y'all want to, but when you look at Kelsey and you look at T Hood, y'all know Kelsey ain't beating T Hood's ass. Stop with the fucking bullshit. The community is not okay. Y'all raise these little boys to think that it's okay. They ain't got no emotions. They dead in the eyes. Thank God they're not gay. But he beating the shit out of people and he getting shot up. And now he's dead. And it's given y'all kill these children's spirit when they children and they turn into these psychopaths that y'all release out into the community. And y'all wonder why and how and what happened. And then you got to go brain dead and disassociate and text thanks and shit because you don't want to take no accountability for the fact that you fucked up your kid and now he out in the world wreaking havoc on everybody. What's wrong? I'm just saying, y'all, it is so weird to watch women make excuses for men that beat them and then watch these men try to kill these women. I'm just saying, y'all, this is like y'all gonna defend y'all abusers, y'all gonna defend the people that's gonna unalive y'all until they unalive y'all. And that's so sad. That's so sad to me. And I'm gonna pray for y'all. I'm not gonna be in there with y'all. I've escaped. I've escaped from the DV and I won't be going back. Okay? I ain't putting my hands on nobody, and I don't want nobody putting their fucking hands on me. If we can't have a conversation, if we can't talk about it, then we don't need to deal with each other. It's just that simple. Now, this is the last thing, and I'm going to get off of here. Y'all were online losing y'all shit. This is not the first time we've had this conversation, but it was viral over there on TikTok. So let's discuss before I deuce the fuck out.
A man asked me for coffee today after work, and I politely told him no, and then brought myself to McAllister's, where I got this croissant, this grilled chicken sandwich, and an entire bowl of broccoli cheddar soup and a Dr. Pepper for under $25.
Okay, also, I want to tell y'all, I used to love me some McAllister's back when I still worked down to the courthouse, girl. I used to go down to the McAllister's on Chapatulas and get me one of them fucking salads. The salads at McAllister's used to be hitting. Do you hear me? Okay, make me want to order some damn Panera bread.
Now, I'm not going to argue with you about how you like to date, just like I don't want you to argue with me about how I like to date. But coffee is never going to be an option for me. And just like I respect your choice to coffee, respect mine to not coffee. Biggie had two baddies fighting over him and eating his like groceries. And for some reason, men seem to think that I can't find a man that's willing to take me for coffee. And I noticed
which is insane. I think it's crazy when y'all think that because a bitch fat that a nigga won't take her on a date. Like, that's weird as fuck to me. Like, I don't even understand where y'all at in y'all brains with that. Men have dicks and women have vaginas, and a lot of the times they like to stick their dicks inside of women's vaginas, no matter what the women look like. And some of them will pay for a nice good meal in order to stick the possibility of sticking a penis in this woman's vagina. So essentially, she already is coming to the table with what he wants, which means she has every right to set the standard for how she would like the chain of events to take place. I don't care what you think about a woman. Every single woman has the fucking right to choose how she wants to date, who she wants to date, what she will deal with in a relationship. Yes, if you don't have enough money for her, you don't have enough money for her. If you don't have enough education for her, you don't have enough education. Go find yourself a woman that will fit your criteria. Instead, y'all always want women to be changing themselves for some fucking body. Let that lady dictate how she want to date. I'm going to let her finish. But she's absolutely right. Cockeyed, black and ugly as ever. However, stay coochie down to the socks, rings and watch filled with rocks, and my jam knocking the Mitsubishi. Girls pee-pee when they see me. Hoes creep me in they teepees. That don't even make no sense. For y'all to think that this woman couldn't get somebody but Biggie with his titties and eyes sliding off the side of his body. He can get all of the pretty light-skinned bitches in New York to be fighting over him down to the funeral.
Anytime that I post anything about dating, especially on this app, the number one comment that I get is because
y'all let big ass Big Pun, God rest these fat nigga souls, I love them, but y'all let big ass Big Pun beat his old lady ass. Can you imagine a nigga that could barely walk beating your ass? That's how you know they got your mind. They got your mind because, bitch, you could have just ran. I'ma stop.
Because I'm fat and ugly, that I should be willing to settle for whatever a man is willing to offer me, right? And I always find that interesting because it almost feels like they have this assumption that any man who's trying to date me has never seen me before. And what I noticed from that comment section is a lot of people like coffee dates or ice cream dates or whatever the case may be, because it's low effort, low commitment, low risk. And for the men, it's cost effective, right? And a lot of people were trying to compare it to a job interview, right? And I think the part that they are skipping with the job interview is after you submit your resume in the application, if you are deemed worthy, what happens? You get the phone interview. After the phone interview, if the employer deems you worthy enough, then they will invest the resources to fly you out for an in-person job interview. And I feel like a lot of y'all are skipping that step. I feel like a lot of y'all will meet somebody on a dating app on a Wednesday, and by Thursday you are trying to go get coffee, which is why y'all want the low risk, low commitment, cost effective dates, because y'all are not taking the time to have the phone interview. I don't know about anybody else, but for me, my first time having a meaningful conversation with somebody is not going to be the first date. A man asked me for coffee today after work.
Okay. Now I'm reading the comments. Somebody say they like a coffee date. Hey, you get your coffee date, girl. Okay. But I think there's nothing wrong with, dictating either way. Also, I saw somebody say preference. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Not wanting to go on a coffee date, that's a preference. Somebody's skin tone, not a preference. I'm gonna leave y'all alone about it. But we're not gonna go there because I'm done. I ain't got time to be up here all day with y'all. I'm hungry. Okay, she talking about McAllister's. Now I want some fucking soup. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, a lot of people say they have preferences when really, y'all just anti dark skin or anti light skin or anti bisexual or y'all just anti something. So you say you don't want to date. You say you have a preference. Yeah, but a lot of y'all preferences are prejudices. Yeah. That's always funny to me when I peep that. It's like, oh, is that your preference? Or are you prejudiced? And you're entitled to it. I don't give a fuck, but you should ask yourself that. And I wouldn't like if I was whatever the preference is that you saying you don't like, I wouldn't want to be with you anyway, motherfucker. But I do feel like it is very interesting that y'all think things that really are just like byproducts of homophobia and racism. Yeah, y'all think that's a preference. And I'm gonna let y'all think that that's not true. That's a prejudice. But okay. Also a preference means that I prefer, but I might still. That's what a preference is. I prefer, but I might still. We could have all of the ice creams. I might prefer Jamocha almond fudge, but you think I'm not going to get the strawberry cheesecake? Lies. Do you see my point? Do you think I'm going to pass up on the mint chocolate chip? Girl, I'm not passing up on the mint chocolate chip just because I prefer Jamocha almond fudge. Okay? Like, understand what a preference actually is and stop tying it to everybody's ignorances. Be cool out here. Camille, what you said? The water world with the human hamster tube premonition has me shook. Not all that far-fetched considering the ice caps. Amazing show yesterday. Thank you so much. Thank you, Camille, for that. A lot of people have been telling me that the dreams I talk about that I have all the time, they've also had, which freaks me out even more. Because y'all know they say that in your dreams, sometimes you are like astro projecting in your dreams. And you might be, especially if you go to the same places, you might actually be astro projecting to a version of yourself in another life, in the future, what have you. And I think that is amazing and also extremely scary. But at least what I'm understanding is I'll be here either way, girl. I may not be Bondi in that one, but I'll be here either way. All right. Anthony, coming for you. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, Bondi, my girl. Child, any advice for me? Because I'm josing hard for this one punk from New Orleans, 12-year bonbon here. Love you. Okay, let me tell you what you do. Run. And what you mean, like, what happened? Like, why you just missed them? Let me tell you something. You have to be very, very careful about New Orleans men, because New Orleans men will have you fucked out somewhere with a low credit score, dehydrated, and half your apartment missing the furniture. So just be careful, because we specialize in macking down here. New Orleans is still a place where you can get macked on. Just be scared, because the mack might come with you also getting robbed. So just be, I would suggest to enjoy the dickdom, but not to let your heart be in your ass. Don't let your heart be in your pussy. Do not. Because these niggas will use love and they will rob you, or they'll live off of you, or they'll mistreat you and abuse you and still have you dicked out, acting like a crackhead out here on the streets. Be safe. Okay, that's my advice. Stacy, thank you for being a member. Teresa, thank you for the super chat. Serena is the literal GOAT of women's tennis. I'm not sure why anyone in her circle would be telling her she needed to lose weight. Obviously, what she was doing was working to the tune of bringing her to GOAT status. I mean, that's why I said I feel like she's holding herself to a standard that's really about being like a white person versus being the standard of who she is. HFG, thank you for the super chat. I'm starting to think you're right about men and their hair choices. I'm starting to see a pattern about across races. I'm telling y'all right now, they don't call hoes neo-divergent for nothing. We peeping the patterns. Hey, Diva, thank you for the super chat. After you brand yourself with the name of a woman beater, I'm cool. Listen. Johnny's girl, the community is not okay. Jupiter Son, thank you for the super chat. Bondi, I don't mean to laugh, but when you say Lord today and my God today, I cackle. It's meant to be funny. A lot of the shit I say is meant to be funny, y'all. I am essentially goofy and immature in a way of joke. But I am also empathetic and an adult, so don't be too funny now. Don't get too slick now. I'm talking square biz. I'm talking square biz to you, wine. I love y'all. I fuck with y'all for real. Thank y'all so much for coming through. Come back tonight for the old ladies first panel. Jamie, that's me, is hosting. Come see us. We gonna be there, okay? And yeah, I fuck with y'all. I love y'all. Have a good rest of y'all day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.